Hello. Sorry for not uploading the past few days. I just didn't have a lot of ideas and just didn't want to upload it. I'm just gonna play some drift ball over and over again. But I do have one that I do have a video recorded and almost ready with Apophis, so that's fun. But it's Tuesday, so you know what that means? I'm gonna sort by lowest actually. Jeez. That means it's a new weekly parkour. Fun. Okay, let me just. Okay, there we go.
Nothing.
Just so I don't get bothered. What is happening right there? So strict platforming it looks like.
I like everything.
What is
the stupid
turn on personal? Okay then, I guess I'm gonna go do that. It literally says tip turn on personal bubble. Well, I mean, yeah. You know that it's gonna be a Carotid Weekly when the game is telling you to turn on the personal bubble. Like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay then, so I'm just gonna take a quick look at it, just see how difficult it's actually gonna be. And give limited tips, as I normally do. Alright, let's see, we have... Okay, wow, okay then.
How to turn on personal bubble? I mean, the one I'm doing, it's literally only one page and then...
Okay, that doesn't seem that bad.
Okay, I'm finna try it,
Oh, I like that. I like that. That is cool. Okay, so far I'm thinking just practice those jumps. Unless you get them down pat, then you can start moving on to this.
I understand it now.
Okay, wow. Okay, that doesn't seem that bad, honestly. And that is actually a really cool thing. I like that. This is a really good use for the slippery blocks. That's a really good use for slippery blocks. Holy. Whoa, whoa. So we want to get a running start on this. We have speed. And we can. Oh, but not too much speed. Or else we can't really. Or else we fail. Okay, that is interesting. Okay then. I'm gonna give this one last attempt and continue moving forward just to see what the rest of it's like.
And I what?
Okay, so I definitely. Okay, wow. Ooh, this is back. This is a really cool thing that you learned during that I learned how to do during like week 9 or something. Okay, then we have a jump reminiscent of one of the Master Gym challenges. We probably want to slow down so we can into a 180 ceiling carve. Sorry, not 180, 360 ceiling carve. Into doing this giant jump. This is oh my goodness, and it's still going. It's still going. Then I'm guessing we just need to carve, I guess, since to get down to the end of this. Another ceiling carve, except now we're in zero gravity, so it's not gonna be too bad. Get my hand out here. And I think this may be the last little bit of it. Because then we have... No, we're not done yet. Okay, wow. Because then we have a boost panel into going up here. This is the end. Okay. That's a lot to unpack. Let's just take this section by section. So basically, when each part, like what you need to do changes. This is an interesting one. This one is just basic parkour jumps. You can take these ones pretty smoothly, but you can also take off the sides. I would suggest grabbing onto it with this last one by doing this, where you grip it and do that. Then doing this, then getting a good old running start. You need to have a little bit of speed, but Not too much so when you jump over it, that happen. You run into the wall. Then you need to do that. You can start this off by doing a carve in a wall carve. We're doing the a pinch carve into pushing yourself forward like this. Okay. Now you have to do a small 90-degree ceiling carve.
Here, Orange, it's because you have to.
Then you have to jump through that.
You have to, like, right beside you.
Then you have to do that. Where I suggest turning around like as you're doing the initial jump, not when you're in the middle of the carve. Because if you jump in when you're in the middle of doing the carve, it can really screw you up. So say you do this. Yeah, like what these people are doing, except also just not fail miserably. Then you want to smoothly attempt to transition into a right-handed ceiling carve,
This one is not like a normal wall carve. No, you have to hit like down. You have to hit like.
which then, obviously, then to a nice drop-off, get a good running start. Okay, that's not what we need to do. Let me just use this to get back.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Okay, obviously then we need to do this, which then we can jump like this. Seems like it's gonna be tough, but because you have so much speed, not really be that tough. Now we can I think you need to go weave around these to collect the cubes. Afterwards, we then just need to do a basic left-handed ceiling carve. Let me just run into this wall so I don't all that. Take it very wide because you have a lot of speed. As you can see, Loop Loop doing, it's a basic left-handed ceiling carve reminiscent of week number 6. Then you just do that and you're done. Alright, I hope the tips and just like walkthrough of how it's going to be all chained together. And obviously the parts there's one part I feel like you're going to struggle with. Well, two. First, getting used to the jump you need to do to get into here. Then chaining together the backwards left-handed, the turnaround left-handed wall carve into into that 180 or 360, whatever you want to call it, ceiling carve. I feel like that's gonna be the toughest part, so I guess practice that, but then of course do a little bit of practicing on everything else, including the transition. But you can also do what that guy just did, I guess. We should have just propel yourself. I actually want to quickly try that before I end this, because that was neat. Because I could get rid of one of the 3 ceiling carves you need to do in the entire thing. Obviously, wow, okay, wow, I just cannot with this. Okay. Oh yeah, and this. Making sure you find a good balance of speed. Oh yeah, that's doable, that's doable. Just don't suck at doing the shuffling. Or I guess you can note when ends, which is when the color shift happens. Then you can start doing it. Oh, or this. Oh yeah, just don't hit the ceiling there. Okay. So you don't even need to do the ceiling carve there. You can instead just do like this kind of motion to propel yourself forward like Nico is doing. But instead of doing what Nico's doing, you just make the jump. You just do the jump. I'm not really sure exactly the speed that we would need to take on this, so experiment with that. But this one doesn't seem too bad. Obviously you're meant to just start getting speed here, which is nice. As you get the tools you need to complete each section, like each section proper, like right before it, like this one, there's no speed you gain. The hard part I feel like is if you can get the speed that you need is just getting the jump height. But it's doable, it's just gonna be tough. Alright, enough stalling, that is gonna be it for this one. But yeah, practice this, and then the ceiling carve, and the transition into the ceiling carve, and goodbye.